Meet Flux, the AI image generator that's got everyone talking. What if I told you that the future of AI-generated art is here, and it's about to turn everything we know upside down? Today, I'm taking you on a journey into the latest game-changer in the world of AI image generation, a newcomer named Flux. If you thought tools like Midjourney, dall-e, and Stable Diffusion were as good as it gets, think again, because Flux is about to raise the bar even higher. The explosion of AI art, and the arrival of Flux. Over the last few years, we've seen a surge in AI-generated art that's nothing short of revolutionary. From photorealistic imagery to breathtaking abstract art, tools like Adobe Firefly, Midjourney, and dall-e have each taken their turn in the spotlight. But a new player has just entered the arena, and it's unlike anything we've seen before. Imagine this: you're browsing your social media, and you stumble upon an image that seems so authentic, so incredibly lifelike. You can almost hear the sounds in the scene. You zoom in, look a bit closer, and notice something off. Maybe it's the way a pattern doesn't match up, or a text appears slightly distorted. That's when it hits you: you're not looking at a real photo. You're looking at an AI-generated masterpiece by Flux, and it's so realistic that it makes you wonder, how far are we from AI-generated visuals being totally indistinguishable from real ones? What exactly is Flux? Flux is a new, open-source AI image generator created by Black Forest Labs. You might not recognize the name, but this company has some of the best minds in the business. Folks who worked on Stable Diffusion at Stability AI are now bringing us Flux. But Flux isn't just another image generator, it's also part of a much bigger plan. Black Forest Labs has already started work on a text-to-video AI model called Soda, and they've raised $31 million in funding with backers like Andreessen Horowitz to make it all happen. So, let's just say, Flux has the resources to seriously shake things up. Flux offers 3 versions. Pro version, ideal for commercial use with high-quality visuals. Dev version, a powerful mid-level version for developers and creators. Schnell version, a high-speed version. Schnell means fast in German, generating images in just a few seconds for quick results. The best part? Flux runs on standard hardware. All you need is a decent laptop, making AI-powered art accessible to a much broader audience. Flux versus the competition, realism at its core. When we talk about realism, Flux is quickly becoming a standout. Many users are already calling it the new king of photorealism. Pair it with Laura, a fine-tuning tool by X Labs, and the results are just breathtaking. Imagine images so detailed and lifelike that it's difficult to tell them apart from real photographs. That's what Flux is doing, at least, until you look closely enough to spot a few imperfections. Like most AI models, Flux isn't perfect. It still struggles with text rendering. If you see a sign or a name tag in the background of an image, the text might look slightly off. Patterns and proportions can also appear unnatural if you know what to look for. And let's talk about skin textures. Flux often makes human skin look too perfect, almost overly smooth, which sometimes detracts from the realistic effect. Midjourney's recent versions do a better job of making skin look convincingly human, while Flux tends to make everyone look like they're starring in a beauty commercial. How to try Flux, from DIY to platforms. Ready to dive in? Flux is accessible in a few different ways. If you've got a good GPU in your laptop, you can download and run Flux locally. There's a launcher called Pinocchio that makes setup easy, though it is a large download. Once you have it, you can start experimenting with your very own AI-generated images. But if you don't have the hardware, don't worry. Platforms like Night Cafe and Poe have integrated Flux, letting you generate images even without a high-end computer. This means you can see how Flux stacks up against other models like Ideogram and Stable Diffusion without needing to install anything. Developers have even more choices. Flux is available on Base Labs, Hugging Face, and File. AI Plus, Freepik, a giant in stock imagery, is planning to add Flux to its service soon, so be on the lookout. The double-edged sword of realism. With Flux, we're seeing just how advanced AI-generated visuals can get. The level of detail and realism Flux offers could make it a serious contender in industries like stock photography, advertising, and social media. Imagine being able to produce stunning images for a marketing campaign without needing a single photo shoot. That's where this technology is headed. But there's a flip side. As amazing as it is to generate such hyper-realistic images with just a click, the potential for misuse is significant. Deepfakes are already a concern, and Flux's incredible realism only makes them more difficult to detect. Imagine a scenario where a fake image or video spreads misinformation online, and nobody can tell it's fake. As these AI models become more realistic, The line between what's real and what's generated by AI blurs even further, a pretty unsettling thought. If you ask me, the potential of Flux and what lies ahead, despite the potential for misuse, there's no denying the excitement around Flux. It's a unique opportunity for creators and tech enthusiasts to push the boundaries of what's possible. You no longer need massive computing power or a fat wallet to explore this technology. Flux is putting AI image generation in the hands of anyone with the curiosity to explore it. If you're eager to try it yourself, start with platforms like Night Cafe or Poe. They make it easy to compare Flux to other models and see where it excels. And for those of you with a knack for tinkering, running Flux locally is an experience that gives you direct control over this incredible AI tool. The arrival of Flux signals a new chapter in AI art, and it's shaking things up in a big way. It's open source, powerful, and making AI-generated photorealism accessible to anyone interested. Whether you're a developer, an artist, or just someone who loves the latest tech, Flux is definitely worth keeping an eye on. If you found this video interesting, be sure to like and subscribe. Have you tried Flux yourself? Or do you have thoughts about where the world of AI image generation is heading? Drop a comment below. Together, let's reimagine the future.